He want to whoop one of them natural disasters or accident on your behind, or he going to hit you with spiritual warfare. The reason Satan unleashes this on you, we call it his 5 devices. The reason he whoops this on you, he want to make you so sick you ain't going to testify for Jesus. I say it again. Satan want to put you in a position where you will never, now that you belong to God, now that you're in the Lamb Book of Life, Satan is going to put 5 devices on you to make sure that you don't never tell nobody. There goes Jesus, the Lamb of God. He put that on John the Baptist. Y'all know John the Baptist before he cut his head off. Y'all know John the Baptist had to go out there and ask some people, go ask Jesus, is he the one? He was the one. Hell, he was the one talking about, there you go. Satan gonna make sure, once you get born again, Satan gonna make sure you don't testify, you don't tell nobody about Jesus. I don't know what churches or what Bible y'all belong to. I see your license plate and stuff about what you're supposed to have if you're a Christian. Bible don't teach that. I understand my Bible on prayer. And the Holy Spirit teaching me from the book of Psalm number 34 said, many are the afflictions of the righteous. Many are the troubles of those that accept Jesus Christ. God did. Many are the afflictions of the righteous, but the Lord delivered them from them all. But I told you, don't never let the preacher start the Old Testament and leave you hanging. Come on over here in the New Testament with me. Jesus Christ at that table tonight just before he got up and went and backed up his own word. Jesus Christ said, in this world, you're going to have tribulation. For those of y'all that ain't as educated as the preacher here, a little humor. Tribulation means problems. Same thing, Psalm 34. Jesus said, in this world, my followers going to have troubles. He said, but be of good cheer. I have overcome the world. What about Paul, the architect that Jesus handpicked to build a church? Paul said, if you're really in it, you'll get to the point where we joy in tribulation. Something hit us bad, we get them shout hallelujah, because we know God's going to deliver because we believe in Jesus. But God ain't put that on you. Satan did. All right, now, don't act like y'all ain't following this argument I got in now, because this is textually balanced and empirically building. Y'all like them big words. Yeah, I get it. Come on now. He wants to make sure after you get born again, after your name get in the Lamb Book of Life, he's going to put so much pressure on you through them 5 devices that you don't never open your mouth and tell somebody about Jesus in a world that need him so bad, brother. You won't even tell your children. They going crazy. You think because you ain't got $100 in your pocket, you can't testify. You think because that bag last car you got, oh, well, that's right, some of you ain't got a car. You think because that bus pass, and they're raising the price on you there too, folks. That bus pass you got in the pocket, you can't dare get on that bus until somebody asks somebody, do you know Jesus? It's shame of him. He said that whosoever is shame of me in front of men, I'm going to be ashamed of you in front of God and all his holy hand. Oh, that's right, dude. Y'all got them ministers teach them. They don't teach that, do you? Y'all don't do like Timothy, like he told Timothy. Y'all don't study to show yourself approved, do you? And then those of you that do, you don't pray for you read, do you? And y'all ask me, is Satan real? Who running your life? God or Satan? Well, Jesus said, I can tell you by your fruit. All right, now. Here comes a big question that I'm going to let y'all go. I've made enough of you mad. Why is the question when it comes to Satan? Why does Satan do this? Why come he couldn't have just accept God's will that we were going to be his children? He was going to still have a place, but he was going to have to serve us. How come Satan couldn't have just accepted that? He's still going to be a big shot among the angels. You know why? Because Satan has what's been called a righteous indignation. The day God called Satan into the throne room, told him, said, Lucifer, sit down, boy, I want to tell you something. Lucifer sat down and said, what is it, Big G? He said, boy, you know I'm ready for a family now. Lucifer said, that sounds good to me. He said, yeah, I'm going to make man. They're going to be my children, Lucifer. They're going to be blood of my blood. They're going to look little baby gods. I want you to serve me. Man, Lucifer heard that. Lucifer said, what you talking about? I said, you heard. You serve me, don't you? Of course I do. But I want you to serve my children. You know what Lucifer told him? And I'm borrowing this, there ain't no copyright infringement, I'm borrowing this from the blind poet Milton, M-I-L-T-O-N. Lucifer said, I'd rather reign in hell than serve man in heaven. He hates you that much. See, Lucifer felt like God had no right to put us over him. Lucifer felt like that he had obeyed God every day, done everything God told him. He felt like he got rewarded by God making our little knucklehead sinful selves and making Lucifer worship us. He said, I'd rather rule in hell than serve man in heaven. That's when he went out and decided to do more. So why? Because he feels like God did him wrong. So every one of y'all that Satan can take to hell, even though he knows he's going to be going into eternal damnation. He knows that every time one of y'all refuse of your own free will and accord to come through and through his only begotten Son, Jesus Christ, you're going to hell. And that's just a holding pattern. Oh yeah, I know some of the churches talk about some kind of state you get in between heaven and earth, and they can pray you out of it. Back in the old days, downstairs, they can give a few dollars and get you out of it. Now, one of them churches used to teach that. I don't know which one it was. They got their ministers in pulpit today. Well, it ain't no such place. What you got is hell. Now, for those of you that can cook out there, hell is like, on a good barbecue thing, it's like you kind of, just warming that meat up a little bit, letting the stuffed sauce in, and then you take it out there and put it in the big fire. That's where hell is. You go down to hell, that's your holding pit down there, you kind of season your ass up with a little heat down there until the great judgment day. Oh yeah, after Armageddon, that's when everybody stands before the judgment seat, the great white throne, and boy, you're already smoking when you bring your ass up out of hell, and you stand in front of God, and is he in the Lamb book? No, God. Put him on the left. Put him on the left. And y'all know a liar ain't going to get you and talk to him. Is he in the book? No, God. And the first thing a liar going to say, I'm in the book. Look up on the SM. I'm in there. He ain't going to even let a lie over his mouth. He ain't going to do him a lie. Put him on the left. So how funny y'all done. What I told you this morning, whether you believe it or not, for those of y'all that were silly enough and sat and listened to this all the way, let me tell you something. I just brought testimony against you. If you never hear my voice again, if you never see my face again, when it comes that great morning when you stand before the judgment, you're going to say, ain't nobody never told me this. I went to church, but the preachers didn't teach me that. You know what God's going to tell you? So, oh yeah, they did. I had a little funny itinerant preacher, funny little fella, on that wonderful social media mess y'all was calling it at the time. The one had that Institute of Christian and Sunday Study. Remember him? One y'all laugh at? Well, hell, they laughed at no. Jonah was scared to go back and preach to you in Nineveh. I ain't scared. My name is in the book. I've been blessed to teach, called to preach. If you've got a problem with him, I suggest you go see Jesus. Now, I love you, and that's what I'm telling you. It's getting late, y'all. Ain't no more Jesus is coming. Ain't gonna be no more new earths, not for us. The Bible is God's last attempt. The written Bible is God's last attempt to reach a fallen and disobedient mankind. But unless you pray every time you put your hands on it, right before you read, unless you do this, Satan gonna give you a deluded mind. Well, God gave it to you. Satan gonna come in and have that very same Bible tell you things like, and a preacher on top of that, tell you things like, God is love. You can marry these two men. You can marry these two women. You're going to bust the bottom out of hell. You're going to bust the bottom out of hell. That's the way it is. Once again, my name is Reverend Leroy Stewart. I am the president and founder of the Institute of Christian Sonic Studies. I hope I made you mad today. I hope I made you so mad that you go get that Bible, so I'm going to shut that preacher up. Give him my Bible. Don't forget to pray first. And if you do, open it to some of them scriptures I gave you. You know what you're going to say? Oh my God, he told the truth. Better still, why don't you go back to some of your pastors and tell them. Now we got a crazy preacher on the internet, Facebook or something. Man, he up there saying things that just don't make no sense. He talking about Jesus said he saw Satan thrown down out of heaven. See what your pastor tell you. He talking about Satan is real and went to war in heaven and all that there. Is that right, Pastor? See what your pastor tell you. Even if he's a minister of Satan, he can't deny the truth. Again, I'm Reverend Leroy Stewart Sr. I am the president and founder of the Institute of Christian and Sonic Studies. My contact information will be forwarded to you by my CEO and son, Leroy Stewart Jr. I'm available for sermons, lectures, classes, and if you're ashamed, private too. And my CEO will handle all the necessary arrangement fees or what have you. So until I talk to you the next time, watch out for Satan, will you?